teachability is about being consistently teachable. Some people can get to certain circumstances and they become unteachable in an area. And it's usually in the area where they need to be developed the most and where they need to grow the most. So an unteachable person, an unteachable attitude, like, well, we don't need to do it any different. This is the way we've always done it. Or, no, I don't see it that way. I'm not going to try. This statue-like kind of resistance.
Rigid.
Oh man, it turns me off as a leader. I'm pretty sure people that are listening know somebody that is just totally unteachable. It's actually a sign of immaturity, and that's why I think it's a lid, because mature people are willing to develop themselves over a period of time, and they don't take on an attitude of saying I can't learn something or that somebody can't speak into the process. It's like you always have to have an attitude where you can like a spirit where you can tinker with something just a little bit, just a little tweak, you know, so unteachable.
How can we get better? That's the question, right?
Yeah.
I've been talking to our team lately about a couple of fundamental things where we haven't done a good job. So, and we may not become the best overnight.
Yeah.
But can we just get better?
Yeah.
And I think the only way to get better is to be, I think you start off by recognizing we're not good at this, but we should be, we should get better.
Yeah.
And then I think that helps you, right, to start on a path of getting better.
Yeah. What do you think are some questions that you need to ask yourself on whether or not you're remaining teachable? I think one of the things is I always ask myself, how am I responding? Because sometimes people are teachable verbally, but their spirit isn't, and you're watching it. They're saying yes, but you can feel it. Like, oh no, you're not teachable.
Right.
I would say if you're defensive right away, that's probably a good sign. Like if your gut reaction to like correction or a thought or advice is like, oh, you know, real defensive, that's probably maybe a sign that you're
indicator.
not super teachable. Yeah.
I think it's interesting because I'm thinking of all kind of things. Like sometimes we go to scenarios or situations, round tables, or we're with a smaller group of people, and sometimes, you know, inevitably we may go around the table and talk about what we're doing or how things are going. And if we're really insecure about how things are going, we avoid those. We say no to those invitations because we don't want to be exposed or we don't want to be uncomfortable. I think so. If we take it out of the teachable phrase and put in the phrase of growth, how committed are you to growing?
Right.
I think that means you're going to be in uncomfortable situations, and you're going to have to confront those areas of your life that are stuck or old or unbending, whatever the right way to say it is. But I do think the defensive piece, if you get real tight, because man, we're approaching a weakness.
Yeah.
you know, but you may not get strong if you're not willing to admit that you're weak.